Y'all see Ashton Kutcher?
His little bullshit apology.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what?
Fuck him.
Kutcher, whatever, however you say
Ashton
it.
Kutcher and his wife Mila, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Colonis,
so
what's her name? Mila Kunis.
yeah, I
Wait a
think
minute, what?
Mila Kunis. I didn't know any of this stuff was happening.
Okay.
Oh
All right.
wow.
So
Yeah,
all I saw was actor Danny Masterson was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison on 3 counts of rape and sexual assault.
the guy from the '70s show.
have
I
to see
never
a
watched
picture.
it.
I never watched it
I have
either.
to see a picture of
But I know
you
that
definitely
title.
know his face.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one. He had the big glasses and he had the curly hair.
Oh, okay. I
That's
think
him.
I think I knew you're talking about.
Yeah, so
Damn, 30 years, huh?
Yeah,
30.
yeah.
That's unprecedented. Like,
That
doesn't
is
happen
for rape. Is this rape, right?
for rape.
Damn.
30 years. I thought it was 2 counts, but I guess you said 3. So
Yeah, that's on
Interesting.
this
Putting all
website.
these
But
rapists in there in prison.
yeah, the actor was convicted of the 3 instances that took place between 2000 and 2003. One woman was Masterson's ex-girlfriend, and I think the actor declined to deliver a statement. Okay, yeah, so I think they just pointed that out. And the rest was Jane Doe 1 and Jane Doe 2. So
it was 2 women, but 3 instances. that what that
no,
says?
I think it's 3
Oh, it's 3
different
women?
women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah, so one woman identified as Jane 2 stated, "When you raped, you stole from me," and she had more to say. The first survivor, identified as Jane Doe 1, expressed regret in not reporting her rape to the authorities sooner. And then the third woman, yes, 3,
okay.
his ex-girlfriend claimed that the rape left her viewing my body as a crime scene my entire life.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, did you know this trial was happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while now that since this came out. It's just typically with celebrities, you don't see them get that kind of time.
Okay.
You know, I mean, and shit, even with non-celebrities, you don't really see them get that kind of time that often. Mm-hmm. You get more time for fucking throwing a brick through a window than you will for raping a woman. But I'm not being literal, guys. I hate Reddit. I gotta fucking censor myself every time I talk because I just know they're gonna take what I'm saying seriously and fucking
Literally, and just yeah.
Jesus Christ. Anyways. Yeah, I knew this was going on. I really didn't think he was going to get 30 years. But when they came back with 30, I was like, wow. So they're saying that he'll have to serve, I believe it's at least 24 years before he's eligible for parole.
That's crazy.
And that doesn't mean he'll get parole. That just means he can try.
Try to get it.
So, yeah, man, good. Fuck him. But Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, this shit cracked me up. So they wrote letters of support for Danny Masterson,
Yeah, I see
basically saying he's a good dad, and this isn't the guy I know, blah, 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 blah. And then the letters got leaked.
I didn't know who got leaked.
The letters
letters.
got leaked. So I think that they wrote those letters specifically to the judge or to the jury. I can't remember. But they didn't. I don't think they knew that the letters were going to be made public.
Yeah.
So when they were, they're like, "Oh shit, this looks bad." So they tried to put up an apology video, and it made things worse.
Oh, the apology video.
It's
did?
clearly scripted. It looks like somebody was trying to make a movie.
Oh,
It's like they're talking, and then he'll pause and look at her, and then she'll finish the sentence, and then she'll say something, and then she'll pause and look at him, and then he'll finish the sentence. It's like, we weren't trying to devalue victims. And then she'll say, we take victims very seriously. And she'll look back at him. It was so whack. It's so
I gotta see
whack.
this video.
It's so whack.
I gotta see. Where did they put it? Where did
They
post
put it.
it?
Well, I saw it on Twitter, but I mean,
I saw it on Twitter as well, and yeah, I didn't send the letters ahead of time because I didn't know how they would actually look, but I did find them, so we're gonna try to put the letters. I'm gonna go ahead and get the video, see if I can find the video.
the shit they were saying in the letters was fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
really disgusting. I know that's your friend, but
That's what
I'm
I was gonna
sorry.
say. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I know what you're about to ask. Yeah, if 3 women came out and said one of y'all raped somebody, I'm not writing no letter.
No. Well, I guess that's kind of what I'm saying. But
I
I'm
know.
saying like, you know,
I know you. I know what you're about to do. You just try to not do it the way you used to do it. You try to do it the better way.
I am trying to be better. I am trying to be better. I'm just curious, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I'm curious about these things. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like especially people you like seriously close to. Like, like, does part of you feel like you kind of gotta do something, have some sort of influence?
It's literally happened to me. I had friend. I wouldn't call him a friend now, obviously, but I had a friend back in the day that was accused of it.
And you just no support at all?
No, because I was friends with the people that he was accused of, you know.
So what if you're not, though? What if it's just one-sided? You just...
I'm distancing myself.
Without, like, what if they're adamant about, look, I did not do this?
Of course they're going to be adamant about it. Like, rarely does someone say, yeah, so-and-so accused me of rape and I did it.
Right.
I don't think that really happens.
I got you.
For me, personally, having multiple female friends who have been raped, I would immediately just distance myself. Don't call me for support. Don't ask me for a letter. I'm letting all of you know now, you're not getting a letter from me. You can be adamant all you want. Don't call me for shit.
No matter how good I was to you as a friend.
That don't mean anything. Because
that doesn't mean anything to you.
Just like if my girl came to you and said, Mike's been beating me up and she has bruises. Okay. You're going to be like, well, nah, man, Mike make these dope videos and Mike, Mike's been good. Nah, like I'm beating my girl, bro.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
Yeah, so this is some of the things for those of you on Patreon that can see it. But yeah, it's really kind of messed up. It is. But yeah, just some of the things that they were saying is kind of wild. Well, not wild. I think they probably thought they were writing for their friend. And they said that they were speaking to the character of him. Mm-hmm. But if you're on trial for rape, then your character is obviously in question. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, he said one of the things that Ashton wrote is, as a role model, Danny has consistently been an excellent one, and different stuff like that. So I have a link in the description for anybody that want to read it. But yeah, that's what that looks like. And while they're getting the video ready, we'll show that next. I think Mike went to go grab his food, but
yeah, 'cause I still had questions for Mike.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, man, it was.
I can spin that on y'all though a little bit, like somebody that you're close to. Mm-hmm. Say it like sister, brother, family member, or best friend, right? And they've been accused of this, or whatnot. So you don't feel any sort of obligation as a close friend, family, brother, sister, cousin, or whatnot to at least try to explain, like, okay, this is not what I know of this person at all. You just want to just be left out of it altogether.
I mean, I would like to try to know the facts first. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like I would want to know like the facts first before I just do an extreme decision. Yeah, in that situation, I think I would want the facts to come out first. Right. Me personally. Right. I mean, I don't think I would just jump on
their side.
Yeah. Mm. Like if it was a situation with your wife and she said something to us or whatever, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna want to get like some facts first,
because that's not what you know of me,
right? So like, yeah, I'd be like,
I've been knowing Rob longer than I've known you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, if it is true, that's fucked up. But like, I want to know some facts first. Right. I'm not just gonna just completely dismiss you just out thing and be like, that's fucked up, Rob. Man, I ain't fucking with you no more. Right? Like, I got to get some facts first.
I got you.
I'm like B. I'm definitely very fact based. Mm-hmm. So I just my thing would be I need to hear all the facts of the matter. I'm not writing a letter. Mm-hmm. I just need to let it play out.
Yes.
And see what happens. And so that would be my approach, because I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't present. So I'm not going to side one way or the other until all of the freaking details came out. Mm-hmm. And if I have all the information, very similar to what it may seem like they were doing, like, I don't know if I could issue a video on a person's character, even if that person's character is good. Everybody, well, I won't say everybody, people tend to or can have dark sides that are never seen. Mm-hmm. But Yeah, man, I think I would wait. But here's the video, Rod, of the apology that they issued. It was short too. So
we are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
A couple months ago, they
See what I'm saying?
and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years.
Oh, they put it on somebody
So
else.
Take that in full consideration relative to the sentencing.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
They were intended for the judge to read.
Oh, shit.
And not to undermine the testimony of the victims or reach homicize them in any way. We would never want to do that. And we're sorry if that is
See how she like.
As
Sorry.
a single person who's ever been a victim of sexual assault, sexual abuse, or rape.
See how she paused?
Yeah.
And if you watch towards the end, he looked like he forgot his line. And she looked at him and was about to say something, and then she
Yeah.
caught that he was trying to finish.
Right.
This is completely fucking scripted bullshit.
Oh, you think it's still bullshit though?
It's absolutely bullshit.
I don't think it's bullshit.
How?
Because I mean, you want to make sure you say the things that you intend you want to say. Right?
They were absolutely trying to undermine the victims. That's 100% what they were trying to do. And they were trying to influence the jury to not hand the book to him. That's 100% what they're trying to do.
What I'm saying is that you think this is not sincere. Like
Hell no. They're just upset that they got busted.
yeah,
That's what he said. We intended it for the judge to read.
look at his face.
Yeah.
He is like, he does not want to do this video.
that's what y'all read for real.
His face looked like,
I don't know how you read anything.
yeah, his face looks
Really?
like this is bullshit. Like
This
his-
wasn't supposed to happen. They shouldn't have leaked our letters.
exactly.
This is fucked up. We're victims now.
I think see what the face I read was that it was a put on face of like, yeah, you know, yeah, we didn't really mean for this to happen. No, da. You know what I mean?
I
Okay, so
don't.
like,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm
not saying I'm wrong or right
I'm just trying
either.
to see
I'm
what you're
just saying
saying.
what it looked like to me. I didn't get what y'all got. Like, I don't feel like doing this shit. That's not the look that it looks like. It looked like he's trying to have a look of concern, a look of like, yes, we didn't mean to do this. Same way she was kind of looking. Like she was just like, I would have never wanted to undermine the victims or whatever. You have a face when you're saying
And
that.
you bought that from
And
them?
I'm not saying that I bought it.
No, he's saying
necessarily.
that's the facial
But
expression
you're saying,
that
but
he
you were
read.
saying that, oh, you think it doesn't sound sincere.
What I'm saying is that you don't think that. Okay. Oh man, see, I'm trying to be better with this. So I think they sincerely wanted to write character letters for their friend to help him. Right. Once those character letters were revealed, I sincerely think they was like, oh shit, I never wanted the victims or anybody to see this. Right?
Sure, only because they don't want to be blamed for what happens. I don't think they give two fucks about these victims. Otherwise, they
Really?
wouldn't have written the letters. Why would you write those letters?
Because because the friend trumps the victim.
Then they don't care about the victims. They don't care about the victims. If your friend is on trial for raping 3 women and you decide, because you could have easily said, nah, hey, will you write this letter of support? I don't think that's a good idea. I'm going to stay away from this, but God bless them. They could have done that. They didn't. They both chose to write these letters.
I do think, to your point, Rod, that they thought they were doing the right thing to help their friend. Which is clearly is why they did it, to go out of their way to do something like that. Because, you know, they said it a few times, like they know one version of that guy. That's the guy that they've ever seen for 20-something years. They never would even possibly imagine that.
Wow, he turns it up, yo.
My bad.
You thought it was turning it
That's
down.
worse than me, Jalen.
That is.
At least I turned my shit off.
That is worse.
B
My
turns it up.
No, that was an accident.
He beats it. I don't want to hear none of this shit.
No, that was
You ain't
an
gonna talk
accident.
about my boy Ashton Kutcher like this. Fuck this.
That- That's fine. Okay. I'll take it. That's fine. Come on, jokes. Come on.
We
can't
having
even
a
say that.
sincere, serious conversation.
know.
Be over there watching fucking thought videos.
Shit.
Yeah, because Ashton and,
I lost my
and
fucking
Mila
point.
definitely fucked up.
Definitely.
But they didn't know they were fucking up.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
what happened. And they said it. They were like, we only wanted the judge to read this shit. We didn't know all
Yeah,
y'all were
they
going to
were
read
hon-
this
yeah,
shit.
they were honest about
so
that
now
part,
that y'all
right?
read it, oopsie, my bad. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's why the look on Kutcher's face is like it looked like he didn't want to do it, like he was forced to do it because the letters leaked.
Right.
Therefore, he has to come out and make an apology in an instance where he didn't feel like he
Yeah,
really
that's
did anything wrong.
So you didn't
That's
pick
not
that
the
up?
face I saw. I thought
I
it was
got
more
you.
so like, nah, we never meant. It looked like whether it was acting or not, the acting face or the real face, however you want to categorize it, like looks like, we would never want to undermine the victims, and I'm really sorry that this got out. That's the face I saw.
Then why would you write the letter if you don't want to undermine the victims?
I just said it, like,
But that's undermining the victims.
Well, to answer that question, I don't think they were thinking they were doing that.
right.
Then they're idiots. And
Probably,
and they're not
yeah.
idiots. They're not idiots. I don't believe that for 1 second.
I don't know if anybody asked them, like, well, if you do that, don't you think you're undermining the victims by writing this letter?
Would someone have to ask you that for you to think like maybe this isn't a good idea?
It depends.
I'm
That's
with Rod.
crazy.
Yes, I'm with
It
Rod.
depends.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Okay, so your friend is on trial for raping 3 women. The family says, "Hey, will you write a letter of support so in case he actually does get convicted, the judge will give him a lenient case or will be lenient on him as far as the time goes." Y'all mean to tell me that at no point did either one of these celebrities think, well, shit, if we write this letter, that's going to influence the judge to give this guy less time for raping these women. But there's no way they thought that was undermining the victims? That's nuts.
I thought that I think that they honestly thought they were helping their friend
did.
and didn't even process the victim's
the
point of
victim
view
part.
from it.
Oof. Jesus, y'all.
That's what I'm thinking they're thinking. I don't know
Holy
if that's the
hell.
case, but I could easily see somebody thinking just that surface level, bro.
I can't see any
Really?
adult thinking that surface level where they're just like, oh, I want to help my friend. And at no point do they think, but my friend may have really raped 3 women. There's no way I believe that. If you're a kid, if you're
Yeah,
16, yes, absolutely. You're thinking my friend got busted. I don't want my friend to go to jail. These are fucking adults.
And here's what I'll add to your point though is that consider with everything that went on with Me Too, this is why what they did was stupid as hell. With everything that's transpired with Me Too,
Yeah.
you should know good and damn well not to even think that. So
Yeah.
to add to your point, I'm volleying back and forth.
Yeah, I
there,
got you.
Is that that they should have, if they didn't think about it, they should have, because that's all that's been discussed lately is believe victims, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not like this conversation has been happening in the void. Everybody's been having this conversation about the victim's point of view. So if they didn't think about it, they are idiots and should have thought about this. And to add to your point, because of everything that's been happening, I can see why you were like, yeah, there's no way there's no way that they shouldn't have thought about they were undermining the victims. I think I said that completely wrong.
No, I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying too. So, question for you, Mike, because I kind of asked them, but like, if I'm on trial or whatever, not convicted, you don't want to hear my side at all.
What are you on trial for?
Same thing. Let's
For,
take the same
for
thing.
3 women saying
Let's
you
just say
raped
the
them.
same thing, yeah.
We're not homies anymore, bro.
I understand we're not homies
So
anymore.
I don't really want to hear your side.
Even
3 women came out and said, I don't even like playing this game.
I
I'm
know,
not
I
even
know.
gonna say
I
your
know.
name. But
I
3
got you.
women
I got
said
you.
a friend of
Right, I
mine
got you, yeah.
raped them.
Say that.
I'm not really trying to be like, well, bro, did you do it? Like, I'm gonna assume you're gonna say no. Like,
You're gonna assume I say no, but what if I give you like actual like no, Mike, I really did not. Like I don't
For
I
all
don't
3?
know. Yeah, for all 3. Like
You
you
know
don't even
what?
want to hear that.
Just for shits and giggles, I might let you tell me. But I'm probably not gonna believe you. I'm being totally honest. I'm probably not gonna believe you.
I don't
and
think
if this was me in this situation and someone came and told y'all I raped 3 women, I would expect y'all not to believe me either. 3 women.
What if it's 1?
even if it was one,
That's a good question.
I feel like you can listen to both sides of the story, but I would expect y'all not to believe me.
The 3 does.
The 3 is crazy.
Different
3 is
woman
crazy.
is closer to nah, he did that shit. Yeah, it's habitual. So 3 is hard to believe the person accused. 1, yeah, I need to let's get some facts. So yeah, I don't know if when you asked us the same thing, if it was 3 or 1.
No, it was more so just trying to see if, you know, and the question I asked him while you was getting your food was, and I guess you kind of already answered it, but like, you know, sister, mother, brother, cousin, close friend, or whatever.
It was basically like a 1.
Yeah, I guess it was basically like a 1.
Because I had used his wife as an example.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
He was like, if my wife came and said, like,
So that's why I did that.
I did that, I was like, would you just automatically take her side and not try to hear out what I had to say?
I'll let you tell your side, but I would rather stay as far away from the situation as possible if I'm personally involved.
Yeah, and you said
I
that
would
too.
too.
And you said
I would
that too.
too.
Yeah.
What's up,
My
bro?
thing, what's up, Nick? My thing is, when it comes to getting facts, what people don't always understand is 9 times out of 10 you're not going to have facts, because you gotta think about, like, a lot of times this is a one-on-one situation. No one's there. There are no witnesses, so there are no facts that can come out. It's really word to word. So it really just depends on the person. Like, if a woman says, this man took me to the hotel room and had sex with me against my consent, what facts do you want?
In certain situations, they can have physical evidence of, like,
Well, there's
force.
a rape kit, but the only thing that says is that you had sex and it was rough sex. That doesn't say that he definitely raped you.
This is true, but that could also be an argument that the defense would make.
That's my point. That's my point. So the defense is going to say,
Oh, yeah.
they had sex. She just likes it rough. And that's why there are tears down there. So it's really going to be up to you to say, well, does that make sense? Or is it more likely she was fighting him and he took it anyway?
So for me, if that evidence was presented, that factual evidence was presented, then I'm leaning, because of the evidence, towards that and less on their preference as sexual partners because of that. So that's how I would interpret it. Even though the defense would present that argument, it's like, I don't know, I think you're bullshitting, because that is the most logical place to go.
What if she was drugged? Then you're not going to have.
Then you won't have that, right?
Then you won't have that, because and we also have to understand that rape isn't always what we see on TV, where it's some scary man in the hood holding the woman down, take this bitch. It's not always like that. It's coherent. God damn, coercion.
Coerce?
What is wrong with me, y'all? It's coercion, right?
Yeah, you might have made me confused, but yes.
Man, my brain's been doing this a lot lately.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different. There's levels to this.
No, I understand. Yeah, I just so I do agree with you on the facts thing, but I just wanted to at least present that part of it, because that could be or is part of a fact finding thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do agree that for the most part, you may only get he say, she say.
That's what you're gonna get most times.
Yeah. So for me, man, it's just like I'd just rather just stay out of it, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, unfortunately, like I said, most of my friends are women, and I have a few women that have been assaulted, and they didn't go to the police because they don't want to deal with it. Because initially, what you're gonna get if you go to the police, you're gonna get his friends being like, "She's a liar. He didn't do it. That's my homeboy. He makes great albums. Look how dope and deep his lyrics are. There's no way he raped her. She's a bitch. She's a whore. She fucked my homie." It's gonna be a bunch of that shit.
Which is kind of what they did.
It's
just kind of what they did.
Right. Or you get motherfuckers like this making videos. You're like, "Oh, we didn't mean to undermine the." Yeah, you did.
I can't.
Yes, you did. You just didn't plan for your undermining to get public.
I just couldn't believe they did that shit. When I saw that, bro.
They had to. They were getting
No,
mad.
not the apology video. I just couldn't believe they even wrote the fucking letters, bro.
I could believe that too. Because Hollywood people like that, they stick together.
Yep.
That is true.
Yep.
That is true.
And especially if you're all rich. It's just like rappers do the same dumb shit. When Tory, all he did was shoot her in the fucking foot. Every dumbass rapper on the book was like, "He didn't do it. Why? She's a hoe." How does her fucking
Valid
38
point.
guys a week have anything to do with this man shooting her in the fucking foot?
Yeah,
The
Nothing.
only rappers I remember coming to her defense was Bun B and Maxo Cream.
I didn't even see Maxo Creams.
Yep,
but-
Maxo Cream and Bun B was the only ones I remember
That shit was
seeing.
bizarre. That whole Megan.
That whole
Tory
shit was-
But why?
too.
But you had actual evidence of her being shot. But that's bizarre. But this shit is normal. I'm not saying you're saying it's normal.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying, but this shit is normal. Like people are looking at this video and they're just like, oh well, you know, they're trying to clear. Nah, they're just trying to protect their image. They don't want that bag to get gone. But it's.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it's a wrap.
Man, this is
For both of them.
Because did anybody do that? I know people were doing interviews because it kind of reminded me of the Bill Cosby situation where like Felicia Rashad and girl that played what's her name, Keisha Knight,
Pulliam.
Yeah.
They were saying nothing but good things about him. Well, I only know him for this and da 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 da. So is that the same?
And you saw who kept quiet. People like Lisa Bonet didn't say shit.
Did Malcolm Jamal
Because
Warner say
I can't
anything?
remember. I was
can't
about to
remember.
ask y'all, actually. I don't remember if he
I
said
don't remember
anything.
seeing him in any interviews mentioning or talking about
I don't
it.
think he did. The only ones I remember speaking out were Felicia Rashad. That's the only one I remember
And
specifically.
Keisha Knight said she didn't do a video, but I think she
missed
did
that
like an
one.
article or something like that. Or not an article. Somebody asked her a question and she was just like, "Yeah, he's always been good to me." Da 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 da.
Yeah.
So is that the same? I guess that's not official.
It's the same thing.
Evidence that goes into a court case, I guess.
It's the same thing because it's like the more you defend rapists, the longer rape culture continues.
So you
It's
look at
just-
that. So you look at that as defending the rapist by
100%.
speaking on the positive things.
Because
they've
what's the
done.
point? What's the point? Like, if somebody's good to me, I mean, I hate to make these one-to-ones, but it's just like if you have a white friend who has a racist white friend, and he's like, well, he's always been good to me, but he hates me. So what the fuck does it mean that he's been good to you? So fucking what? Look what he did to me. Or people that look like me, but you're defending him. I think it's the same type of shit. Like, what is the point of Rudy coming out, if this did happen? I'm not doubting you, but I don't remember this. If Rudy came out and was like, well, he's always been nice to me, he never raped me, so fucking what? Maybe he just got his fill, or maybe you were too young. Because from what I remember, he was raping like close to his age, right?
I don't remember.
I don't
Not that it
even-
matters.
Yeah.
Not that it matters at all. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, I think
what
it was
difference
grown
does it
women.
make?
I think it was grown women that that
Yeah, it wasn't kids.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
nobody ever accused him of being a pedophile.
Yeah, he was
they just
grown
accused him
women.
of being a rapist.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyone that defends at this point in the game, anyone that's like, yo, I don't think Bill Cosby did it, I look at you like you're nuts. This motherfucker had 38, 48, 78 women coming out. He had all of Wakanda coming out talking about he raped us. And y'all sitting here talking
It wasn't
Wakanda. He didn't. Well, it was Wakanda and a little bit of maybe some of the other places. It wasn't just Wakanda, you're right. But I'm just saying, it was a lot of women. It wasn't like 10 or 12. It was a lot of women.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers are really out here talking about, he didn't do it. Y'all sound crazy.